All right, if you're trying to get genuinely good at FPS flick on Roblox, not just lucky runs, not just random high scores, but consistent improvement, this is the only guide you're going to need. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how to practice, what to focus on, and why most players stay stuck. Let's get into it. First, you need to understand what FPS flick is actually training. FPS flick is pure aim isolation. There's no movement mechanics, no positioning, no recoil control, no teammates to blame. It's just your raw reaction time, mouse control, and accuracy. That's why it's so effective and also why it exposes your weaknesses immediately. If you're inconsistent in FPS flick, it means one of three things. Your sensitivity isn't optimized. Your technique is sloppy. You're practicing without structure. So let's fix all three. Step 1. Fix your sensitivity properly. Most people either copy someone else's sensitivity or constantly change it. Both mistakes. Here's what you actually want. You should be able to flick from the center of your screen to any edge target in one smooth motion without dragging your mouse twice. If you constantly overshoot targets, your sensitivity is too high. If you constantly undershoot and have to correct in big motions, it's too low. Spend 5-10 minutes adjusting it until it feels controlled but responsive. And once you find that sweet spot, lock it in. Do not change it every day. Muscle memory only builds with consistency. Step 2. Understand the flicking process. A proper flick has 4 parts. See target. Snap toward it. Micro adjust. Click. Most players snap and instantly shoot. That's why they miss. The micro adjust is tiny, but it's everything. When you flick, don't rush the click. Snap near the target, make a small correction, then shoot. Even if that takes a fraction of a second longer, your accuracy will skyrocket. Accuracy builds speed over time. Speed without accuracy builds bad habits. Step 3. Stop tensing your arm. This is huge. When targets pop up quickly, most players tense their wrist and start making jerky movements. That tension kills consistency. Your grip should be relaxed. Your movement should feel smooth, not aggressive. If your hand feels stiff, pause for a second and reset. Smooth aim always beats panicked aim. Step 4. Practice with structure. 10-15 minute routine. If you're just hopping in and playing randomly, you're practicing inefficiently. Here's a simple structure. First 3-5 minutes, slow accuracy mode. Don't worry about score. Don't worry about speed. Focus purely on landing every shot cleanly. If you miss, reset your crosshair to center before the next target. This builds control. Next 3-5 minutes, control speed. Now increase your pace slightly, but keep the same smooth motion. If accuracy drops hard, you're going too fast. Final 5 minutes, high intensity push. Now try to beat your high score. But here's the key: don't sacrifice form. If your aim starts getting sloppy, slow down again. Quality reps matter more than high score attempts. Step 5. Crosshair discipline. After every shot, your crosshair should return towards center, because the next target is unpredictable. If your crosshair is stuck in a random corner of the screen, your next flick distance becomes huge. Keeping your crosshair centered reduces reaction time and movement distance. Less movement equals more control. This one habit alone can boost your score noticeably. Step 6. Train reaction. Time the right way. A lot of people think reaction time is something you're born with. That's not true. Reaction time improves through exposure and repetition. The more targets you process, the faster your brain recognizes patterns. But here's the trick: don't stare at your crosshair. Soft focus your eyes on the whole screen. When you tunnel vision your crosshair, your reaction slows down. Keep relaxed vision and let your brain detect movement naturally. Step 7. Identify your miss pattern. This is something almost nobody does. Pay attention to how you miss. Do you usually flick too far past the target? Do you stop short? Do you shoot too early? Every player has a pattern. Once you identify it, you can consciously correct it. For example, if you overflick off and slightly lower your sensitivity or focus on breaking your mouse movement sooner. If you underflick, commit more confidently to the snap. Improvement gets way faster when you know your weakness. Step 8. Don't chase one lucky run. One high score doesn't mean improvement. Consistency does. If you can repeatedly hit similar high scores, that's real progress. Aim training is like going to the gym. One big lift doesn't matter. Consistent training does. Track your average performance, not your best moment. Step 9. Daily improvement timeline. If you practice 10-15 minutes a day, within 3 days your control feels smoother. Within 1 week, your average score noticeably increases. Within 2-3 weeks, your reaction time feels sharper in other FPS games too. And that's the real benefit. FPS flick transfers directly into other Roblox shooters. Your snap aim improves. Your confidence improves. Your panic decreases. Final advice: don't rush improvement. Don't compare your scores to someone who's been practicing for months. Focus on clean mechanics, smooth flicks, consistent sensitivity, structured practice, relaxed hand, centered crosshair. Master those fundamentals and FPS flick becomes predictable instead of overwhelming. And once it becomes predictable, your scores climb fast. If you stick to this routine, I promise you'll see real improvement. Now load up FPS flick and actually apply this. Don't just watch the video and forget it. Practice with intention. And I'll see you at the top of the leaderboard. Direct hit.